My name's James Falconer. I work for The Boundary. I operate out of our New York office. The Boundary is a creative visualization studio. So what we do is we create CGI-based content for predominantly the real estate industry. And what we do is we bring to life ideas and concepts and projects that haven't been realized in reality yet. So for example, we'll be creating marketing content for developers to sell their buildings off plan ahead of them actually being built. That's usually in the form of renderings, animations, films, and real-time virtual tours as well. Unreal Engine is one of our absolute core softwares within the business. It's the basis of a lot of our services that we provide to our client. We've seen a massive uptick in the use of virtual production as part of our service offering. So we'll use virtual production to create marketing films for real estate projects predominantly. And we're using Unreal Engine to create incredible photorealistic CGI backgrounds that we can then place live actors and actresses into the space. That's something that we see becoming much more popular over the coming years, and we certainly anticipate that that'll be a larger and larger part of our portfolio. Another very large part of the work we do at the moment is in digital twins. So we use Unreal Engine to create incredibly complex, large-scale, fully real-time, cloud-based digital twins for some massive projects around the world. Recently, we were working on a really unbelievable project designed by shop architects. And the project was for the Mercedes-Benz residences in Miami. And on that project, we were working with Ryan Serhant, who's quite a famous star from Netflix show Owning Manhattan. So using virtual production, we were able to shoot Ryan arriving at the building, moving through the lobby, arriving through the amenity spaces, into one of the apartments, and then out onto a balcony where it could look out over the city skyline of Miami. It was a really breakthrough moment for us, and also quite a breakthrough moment for our industry, where we saw virtual production used to that incredible effect for the first time. The film's been incredibly well received, but we like to think some of the virtual production work we did played a big part in that. The skill sets in terms of real time that we need within our business is actually quite broad, because we go from the macro to the micro. So we have project teams working on large city-scale digital twins, which requires a huge amount of model optimization, incredible knowledge of level of detail. We also have teams working on real-time virtual tours of apartments and of condos, and that requires quite a different skill set, which is much more about texturing, detail, control of light. And then we also have our virtual production team, which again is a whole other skill set. How are we integrating the models with the cameras and the movements? How are we planning our shoots? How are we building our scenes in Unreal Engine to best make use of the virtual production capabilities? One area that I think is going to become significantly important, and I would encourage people to maybe lean into and try and get a good technical understanding of, is how do we bring these experiences online? What we're seeing now is more and more demand for people being able to access that content online, on the move, on a mobile device. And I would encourage students and people entering the industry to really wrap their heads around that, because that's an area that they'll be able to add a lot of value to going forward. My advice to students would be to be as curious as possible. Find work that inspires you, find studios that inspire you, follow them. Just keep looking, keep learning, and that applies throughout your career. Make sure you're always just looking around at what other people are doing, try and learn, be inspired, and stay curious.